Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. And before the video starts, I just wanted to tell you guys that there was something wrong with the video itself, more specifically the color. So usually I set my camera to auto, but in this one I wanted to put it in S-Log 3, and for some reason there's like a reddish tint. I try to edit it out, but there's still kind of like a slight reddish tint on the paint itself, and so I didn't want you guys to think that, oh, it has a little bit of red. So at the end of the video there's going to be some photos of the walls and how the color actually looks. So yeah, so don't mind the redness and enjoy the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This week we are working on our paint. So right now I already have the primer on. What we decided to do is to do a lime wash. I was originally looking to do a Roman clay, but that's a little bit harder, and lime wash is a little bit easier, and we chose that because it's a better option compared to other paints because it is less toxic. It doesn't emit those VOCs, I believe is what it's called, in the air while we're in here. We want to build this as healthy as possible because it is a small space and we are going to be breathing in the air a lot in here. The brand that I chose to do is Bauer Color. I believe they're somewhere in the UK, Europe, I'm not really sure. So what I did is I did one coat of their primer, and then I'm going to be doing 2 coats of the paint on top. What we decided to do, because I was unsure if we wanted to do a regular primer or their primer, I tested out 1 coat of traditional primer. We used the Kills primer on here with 2 coats of the Bauer Color. Here I did 1 coat of the primer, traditional primer on bottom, 1 coat of the Bauer Color primer on top, and 2 coats of the Bauer Color. The color here is Bamboo, by the way. Here I did 2 coats of the Bauer Color primer, 2 coats of the paint, and this one is 1 coat of the Bauer Color primer and 2 coats of the Bamboo paint here. Luckily, this one turned out the best, which is good for us because it's going to be less work. It's only 1 coat of the Bauer Color primer and then just 2 coats of the paint. So the paint itself is very like liquidy. It spreads really easily. You actually don't need a lot. I decided to do this paint because it's going to be easy to touch it up. Just give it a light kind of wipe down with a damp rag, or if we do need to touch it up, I'm just going to carry a little sample bottle of it in here, and then I can just do an easy touch up. This is what it looks like before. You're supposed to put it on very rough because you want that texture to come through. And over here you can see that I did already 1 coat of the primer and 1 coat of the Bauer Color paint in Bamboo. So now I'm going to show you kind of how I do it. I'm not a real professional, but it's pretty easy, so I think if I can do it, then you guys can do it. This isn't like sponsored or anything. There's lots of different companies of paints and everything. I just chose this one because they had a lot of different color options, and I probably ordered like 50 sample color cards. So here you can see spreads a lot. So you want to spread it out as thin as possible. Just be kind of aggressive with it. The more variation you have, the better it's gonna look. I'm using their paintbrush also. This is the large one, and then I have a medium one and a small one for different areas. For this larger kind of area, obviously it's just easier to use the large brush, but I think they also said that like the different brushes almost give like a bit of a different texture. I personally just don't want to be painting forever, and I think the large brush looks fine, so I'm just gonna use that one. So I want to show you guys how much I need for a little bit of wall. So you just got to stir it up pretty good because I think it's minerals or like a little bit of clay or something in the bottom. You just got to stir it up pretty good, and I just do this because I don't want it to drip. I'll probably do like 3 spoonfuls for this little area. And as you can see, it's like super liquidy. I'm just gonna put this on partially. And we're gonna go over here. I'm just gonna put a little bit and then kind of, if any drips come off, I'll do that. See how much it spreads. And you're supposed to spread it as much as possible, because the thinner the coat and the more texture you have, the better it's gonna be for the second coat. I am done with the first coat of the bamboo color. So this is kind of what it looks like with one coat of the primer and one coat of the bamboo paint. I think the dry coat time is 3 hours. It didn't exactly say on the container, but it just depends on your temperature. If it's warmer, it's gonna dry quicker, things like that. Pretty happy with the results. I think it looks really good. We only did part of the walls. We still have to do this back wall. We're just waiting for the spackle or drywall, whatever fill it's called, to finish drying. And then we're gonna sand that and then primer and paint it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I love the color. So if you like this video, if you learned something, give it a like. If you have tip, tricks, or comments for other people, let us know. And then if you want to know any questions about the Bauwerk color paint, just let us know. I'm pretty happy with the process. It got shipped pretty quick and everything. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.